Can't stop, addicted to the shindig. Chop top, it says I'm gonna win big. Choose not to life of imitation. Restrict us into the reservation. Default the pistol that you pay for. This part the feeling that you stay for. In time I want to be your best friend. Eastside love is living on the west end. Knocked out before you better come to. Don't die, you know the truth is some do. Go write your message on the pavement. Burn so bad I wonder what the wave meant. White heat is screaming in the jungle. Complete the motion if you stumble. Go ask the dust for any answers. Tears I try to be part of the wave. Can't stop it. Wonder if it's all for you. Love the trains I hop to be part of the wave. Can't stop it. Come and tell me when it's time to.
Thank you for joining us today on the Gustavus Sports Rewind. I'm your host, James Piper. Last Saturday, while football was playing Augsburg, the men's soccer team was hoping to keep their playoff hopes alive. Let's take a look at how everything played out.
Gustavus and Bethel both had rough starts to the game, with each quarterback throwing early interception. Bethel's defense didn't have to do much, as the Gustavus offense practically stopped itself by turning the ball over to Bethel way too frequently. 4 of the 6 Gustavus turnovers were in the second half, including an interception that was returned for a touchdown. Bethel, on the other hand, only had 2 turnovers, but one of them was also a pick-six taken in by Paul Stomes for the defensive score. Dusty Wall of Bethel ran for 3 of the team's 4 offensive touchdowns. For Gustavus, quarterback Jordan Becker rushed for both of Gustavus's offensive touchdowns, one of them for 43 yards and this one for 7 yards. The final score was Bethel 33, Gustavus 21. The Gusties hope to reverse their luck before this season's final home game against St. Olaf this Saturday. In the 29th minute of the first half, Mark Adams, assisted by Stephen Colas, punched in his 10th goal of the season. Just a few moments later, as shown here, Adams nearly punched in a free kick as well. Augsburg possessed the ball well in Gustavus territory for much of the second half, and led the Gusties in corner kicks with an 8-6 advantage. Even so, the Gustie defense cleared the zone very effectively all day and only allowed 4 Augsburg shots throughout the whole game. Keeper Luke Strom only had to make 2 saves to register his shutout. The win gave the Gusties hope of making the playoffs, but in order to make the playoffs they needed a St. Olaf loss last Sunday, which did not happen, and so neither soccer team will be making the playoffs this year.
Now we'll take a look at the volleyball team's last game of the season, which was also last Saturday.
Volleyball had a somewhat lackluster finish to its season last Saturday, losing 3-1 against St. Mary's. After losing the first set, Gustavus responded well by winning the second set 25-21. The third set was very tight, with St. Mary's winning 28-26, and the Cardinals finally finished the match, winning the fourth game 25-16. The Gusties will not make the playoffs this year, and their season ends 3-8 in the MIAC and 11-17 overall.
With the fall sports season wrapping up, we now look ahead to the winter sports. To do so, I sat down with head men's hockey coach Brett Petersen to discuss the upcoming season. I'm here with Brett Petersen, men's head hockey coach, and we're going to be talking about the upcoming season. You had the MIAC showcase last week, and how did that go?
Well, it was a great opportunity for all the teams in our conference to showcase their skills. Last weekend at Bloomington, we had all 9 of our teams there. Every team played 2 games. We played Saturday night against Bethel, and I thought we played well, and then Sunday we came back and got beat by Augsburg 5-3. It was interesting because in the 3-day event, the teams that did not play the day before all won. So we didn't play Friday and beat Bethel because they played Friday. And then we got beat Sunday by Augsburg, and they didn't play on Saturday. So, but overall, it was good to play. It was good to get something on video where we can teach and go from. Our guys are in
the rust off.
Oh yeah, it's just time to start playing again. The weather's starting to get cool, you know, and practice is overrated. We just got to play, and we're now in a schedule where we play every Friday and Saturday night from here on in. So we're anxious to get going.
How long has practice been going on before the season actually began last Saturday?
Yeah, we started October 15th, so we've only been on the ice for 2.5 weeks, which is plenty, and it goes quick. But yet, to get better, where we need to keep playing games, and ideally, you know, like last season, we want to end in March substantially better than we start. But to do that, you got to practice, but you also need to play games along the way, and our schedule will help us now with that.
We lost a few very good seniors last year, like a good skater and Casey Dynan,
Yep.
And Justin Lee is out for a while. So how do you adjust to that?
We're like, you know, every week presents different issues as a staff. We got, you know, banged up last weekend in the showcase a little bit, which is normal. It's just bumps and bruises. But we have a good depth, and we'll just plug in other guys as we see fit. But we, you know, every year you try to replace what you lose to graduation the year before. Casey Dynan was a great senior for us last year. We had another forward, Mike Carr, and then our senior goaltender, Matt Lopes, who played for us in the playoff stretch last year. And we miss them because they were great people, good players, but even better people. But our young guys that we have here in time, I think, will fill those shoes just fine.
All right. Well, best of luck to you, and make sure to give them a good dosing of ice and Advil.
Oh, you got it.
Best of luck to you this
Very
season,
good.
Coach.
Thanks.
Thanks. Thank you for joining us today in the Gustavus Sports Rewind. As always, if you've missed any of our prior episodes, you can find them online by typing in Gustavus Sports Rewind into the search bar. Or you can find the episodes by going to the Gustavus website and finding the athletics page. Thank you for joining us again. Until next time, go Gusties.